Hi guys, how are you? Thank you so much for joining today. I'm Ivy from Ivy Pink Made, and I'm going to be showing you how to use the We Are Memory Keepers all-in-one tool. And also we're going to be using some fun like card kit and paper from Michael's Recollections line. So this tool is so awesome. I got to playing with it and I just want to show you all the things that it could do because there's so many things. We're going to be making a few cards. So we're going to be making switch this camera so you guys can see. All right, here we go. So we're going to be making this card and also this one right here. And if we have some time still, we have 1 hour and we're going to be making this one too. So these are the cute cards that we're going to be making today. And let's see, let's get started with this card right here. So with the all-in-one tool, it can do 10 things. It can stamp. We won't be stamping today though. So how this works is that you take your stamp and you put it on here and then this kind of positions it and then you can stamp it like this. So that's one of the things it can do. I'm going to put that on the side because we're not going to be using that today, but it can score. So what I really love about this tool is that it has all of the lines. So for me, I have a hard time like 1 inch, 1 1/8, 1 1/4, 3/8, half. So it has all of it kind of right on here. So it's easy for you to see. And so this is like the cut tool. And then when you flip it over, this is the scoring tool. And the scoring tool is hidden on this little, there's like a little pocket back here. And then we're going to be using these punches as well. And when I flip it back, it's got this guide. So the guide has info about the banner, envelope, and tag. And then it has all of the measurements depending on what you need. There's these 2 secret little magnets right here to hold your paper down, and that helps with the stamping. It could also help like if you want to hold your paper down if you're cutting. So let's get started. We're gonna use this paper. It's called the Evergreen pack, and we're going to be making this cute little tag card. Pull this paper out. I love this paper. Look at all these beautiful designs. It's like holiday, but you know, like elegant. It's so pretty. So let's pull these out really quick. We are looking for this gorgeous design right here. Actually, I use this one, but I think we could use this one too. This one's really pretty. Let's use this one. I'll pull that out. And one more. Sorry, looking for one more. There it is. Okay, and there's a little shiny gold foil one too. This is like some of the designs on this has the gold foil, like this one. Look at this. It's got the gold foil. Can you see that? It's so pretty. Okay. Oh, here it is. I love this polka dot one. Okay. So the first thing is we pulled out our paper. So all of these kind of go together. We're going to be using these 2 right here. And this kit, so this kit makes 8 cards and it comes with everything that you need. So let me show you what's inside.
Could you repeat both the name of the paper, Evergreen something, and also the name of the tool?
Yep.
Thank you.
The Evergreen conifer. I think that's how you say it. Evergreen conifer. And then the toolkit is the We Are Memory Keepers all-in-one tool. And then, so this kit is called the Recollections Christmas Noel, and it makes 8 cards. So there's actually already like paper, and there's embellishments in there. There's also these gold embellishments. And then there's this really cool gold glitter glue. There's a dauber and ink. And then there's a stencil. There's also the pop-up tape and this twine. So from this kit, we're using the embellishments. We're going to be using this later. And then the little pop-up thing. I thought that I would show you a different option using the Evergreen pack if you didn't want to use the papers that are in this pack, but you want to use the embellishments, because the embellishments inside this kit goes so well with the Evergreen pack. So with this is like a tag. It could be a gift tag like that you can attach to like a gift box, but it can also be a fun card, like a unique card that's shaped like a tag. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this little thing out because we're going to be making a tag and we need that. And then the first thing is that we're just going to cut this into an A2 card size, which is 4 1/4 by 8 1/2 or 11, 4 1/4 by 11, and then we're going to score it. We'll put that little band off. Do you guys use that little tiny edge? I like how they're not printing like barcodes and stuff on this anymore, because this is something that you could use as an embellishment for your card too. Okay, let's see here. 4 and let's do 5 1/2. Oh no, sorry 4 1/4. And then we're gonna fold it in half. 4 1/4. So all your, oh, this thing right here is really nice. So the cut line, so when the tool is down, there's a space right here, and it's kind of deceiving because it seems like it would cut right here. Like most cutters, it cuts on the edge of this ruler. But what's really cool about this particular cutter is that it has a track. I don't know if you guys can see that, but right here, the blade actually goes into the track so that you know that you're going to get straight cuts every time. And the blade on it, let me show you really quick, is pretty, it's like, it's a little bit deeper. It's right here on the edge here, so that it goes inside this little divot so that it always cuts your paper straight. It's so cool. Okay, now we'll do 1/2 by 11. And then we're just going to score that in half. So this is just a regular A2 size card, but it's just shaped a little bit differently. I have it so that it's shaped where the score mark is on this side. So now for us to be able to score, we're going to flip this tool this way, and it has this like little blockage on the side so that you can line up your paper to the edge like this. So we're going to come over here, and then we're going to score it at 5 1/2. So the tools got the little hidden pocket for the scoring tool, and we're just going to come and score it at 5 1/2. And then you can use your scoring tool to make a smooth fold, just like that. Now, with this particular tool, this tells you if you want to make a banner, an envelope, or a tag. So we're going to be making a tag. So you're going to want to line up this arrow with this on the actual cutter. It says tag right here, envelope and banner. So we're going to line it up with the tag. So you know this has a magnet on both sides as well. So once you have it on this, it kind of just locks in place, kind of like that. Okay, and sorry, cut, so we gotta flip this over again. So this tells you the guide where you want to cut your tag. So how you line up to make a tag cut right here is you just want to line it up on the edge. So let's say we are going to do 3 inches like this. So you're going to line up your paper at 3 inches, and then just so you have an idea, this is where it's going to cut. Okay, so that, and then when you flip it over, follow the 3 inches line again, line this up. Oops, I kind of moved it a little bit, sorry. There we go. Follow the 3 inches line again, right here. And what's really nice is that it goes all the way off to the edge, just so you know that you're lined up. It's lined up over here and it's lined up here. So when you cut, you will have an even cut. So I cut this a little bit shorter than I cut this, and look at the difference in shape. So you can kind of see this one has more of a longer cut and this one has a shorter cut. So really, depending on how you position your card on this part right here will determine how your tag will look. So here's a couple different styles. And then this right here, this side of the tool, it's got a punch. This will punch the hole, and what you do is you can just align up your tag right here and center it, and then when you punch, it'll punch the hole for you. And it's got guides. I know it's hard to tell on camera, but it's got guides here. So if you're just making a regular tag, the guide goes up to 3 inches, but it's 3 inches, 2.5 to 1 1/2, and then 1 inch tag. So now here is my little hole punch for the tag. And then, I forgot to pull this part out. So this design is actually in the kit too. And so each of the papers in this pack comes with 2 sets. So this is the set that I used for the Happy Holidays right here. So we're gonna go ahead and cut that really quick. Does anybody have any questions so far?
So far, so good.
Questions, just put it in comments. All right, gonna cut that. And this. I think I actually cut this just a little bit smaller so that we can get like a bigger edge right here. So I'm gonna do that really quick. I'm just cutting about like 1/8 of an inch. Okay. And this part too. Okay, now I have my little square thing, and this punch right here, okay, if you put it on this side, this is the envelope punch, but if you put it on this side, it's a corner rounder. So we're gonna just put this right here and punch so that we have a nice corner, a rounded edge. It's a small corner rounder. And then I'm going to use, we're using this paper right here, but I actually have some scraps. So I'm just going to measure that out a little bit. Let's see. This is with this kit, there's so many different designs. on here. So you can use, you know, this one for a card, or even Rejoice. This one says Farm Fresh Christmas Trees, or just this design. So there's a lot that you can pick from that one sheet of paper. And then this should fit right here. Okay, and I'm going to round the corners of this sheet as well. Okay, so here, you can pop this up. So that card kit comes with a pop-up tape, but I'm just using regular adhesive here, and then we are going to pop up the poinsettia embellishment. Move this to the side. Line it up. And then the poinsettia is from this little kit right here. Let me just clean up this area really quick. All right. There's so many embellishments that come inside. Let me show you actually what's inside. Okay, so there's a few snowflakes. There's 4 of them because I used more, I think. So there's that, and then there's this pretty wreath. And then there's also 2 different poinsettia designs. So there's this style and then this style. We are using both of them for this card. And then there's this really pretty cool scallop design. And then there's one where you can have a sentiment on it. So for this, what I did was I had it kind of off the edge. So let's adhere this onto our card already, quick, before we adhere the pop-up thing. Okay, so we're just adhering it right here, like that. And then a little pop-up adhesive. And I put the pop-up, this big one, first at the bottom. Here's the one that I made, just so you guys have a visual. And I put it off to the edge like this. And then the second one, I popped up 2, so it gives it some dimension. That. And then I did it like this. So it gives it some dimension. And then what we're going to do last is we're going to use this little glue here. And I put, I'm sorry, let me see, is it focusing? There we go. I put this glitter glue in the center of the flowers and also around the wreath. But we're going to do that after we make this tassel because we want to let it dry. So let me move that to the side and let's do the tassel, which is so fun. I love this part of the tool. It's so fun. You can make pom-poms with this tool too. So the little tool thing is in here. They're like little dowels. Flip this around. Okay, so the dowels look like this, and they can come apart so that you have 4 pieces. For the tassel, you're going to need to use 3 of these dowels, and how you stick them on in these holes, or how you like put them in there, will determine how long your tassel will be. So if you want a long tassel, you kind of want to spread it apart, but we are just making a little teeny tiny one for our card, which looks like this cute little tassel right here. So it's really easy. You can use just some yarn. I have some yarn right here. And all you do is first you're going to take a knot And you're gonna knot it at this part right here, the first dowel. And then afterward, you're just gonna twist it. So the amount of times that you twist around the dowel also determines how thick your tassel will be. So keep that in mind. You know, if you want a really fluffy, oh, hold on. Oh, sorry, this one's got a little knot on it. We don't want that knot. Start over. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay. Let's do that again. Tie knot. And then twist around. So depending on how many loops you go around will determine how thick your tassel will be, or your pom-pom. This is kind of the same way you make a pom-pom. Okay, now.
Ivy?
Yes?
We have a question from Nikki. Are circular or scallop shapes possible?
Circular or scallop shapes? You mean to use for the cutter?
I'm not sure. Could you clarify that, Nikki? I'll get back to you as soon as.
Okay.
Yes, she says yes.
Not for this one. I'm thinking that there's really no way to be able to cut like a scallop style on this cutter, but I'm pretty sure he might have a punch that does cut in scallop. I'll have to get back to you on that. If you want to direct message me, if you have Instagram, it's Ivy Pink Made. If you direct message me there, any questions that I'm not able to answer, I will find the answer for you and get back to you. All right, so now you're just gonna cut a piece like this. I didn't mean to cut that so big. So now you're gonna take this and tie a knot. And then tie it pretty tight. As tight as you can. There you go. And then, okay, this is a little trick that I found when I was doing this. Okay, before you pull it out, put your string, this little string right here. If you want to make, if you want a little thing to go through. So before you pull it out, put string in here and then pull this out. And when you do that, you will already have your, see that? You already have it in it like all hooked together. Okay, and then we're just gonna trim this part right here. Let's trim all of these extras. Where's my scissors? My other scissors. Do you guys use different scissors for different things? Like, you know, this is only for paper and this is only for ribbon. Do that. All right. Like that. And just flip it out how you want to. And then we got to cut this little piece right here. All right. So now, ta-da! There's your tassel. And you can cut it shorter too if you wanted to. Do that. Let's trim it a little bit. And then you can add it to your card. So with this tool, you can also make a pom-pom as well. And then you're just gonna tie it up. And it looks like that. It's this little piece right here. Ta-da! So there's your other card. Your first card. So cute, so easy, very easy to mass produce. If you guys make Christmas cards, This one's really easy to mass produce. Okay, and then our last part, and we're gonna set it out to dry. We're using this glitter glue that's also in the kit, and I'm just adding a little tiny little dots on the poinsettia and also around the wreath. And this is just a little extra something. When it dries, it's just so pretty. It gives it a little bit of a shimmer. And I want to see this dries in like a couple hours. So just leave it out to dry. And then that one came out. A gentle squish to the glue goes a long way. And then there you go. This one's our first card. All right, so we're gonna set that to the side. Does anybody have any questions with the first card at all?
I think we're good.
I'm just gonna put this away. So I always put away the pieces afterwards so that I do not lose them or misplace them. I'm such a messy crafter. Okay, next card. Let's see, what's the time? Okay, we're doing good. Okay, let's do this one because this one's a really fun one. So this is a regular A2 card, but you can use this as a gift card holder as well if you wanted to. So this pops out like this. Isn't that so cool? Okay, the papers that we are using for this is, I'm gonna pull that out.
Ivy, real quick, a question did come in about the last one. Could you go over what size the green piece of paper was again, please?
The green piece of paper. You know what? I just cut this one to size of the design. So depending on which one of these designs you're using, so for the Happy Holidays particularly, it is about 4 inches, it's about 4 by 4. So these ones is like this one in the kits, these are a little bit smaller. So this is like a 3 by 3. So if I were to use these designs, I would make maybe like a 3.5 or 3.25 square around it to give it a border. So just keep that in mind.
And also, does this what's it called, the tool, does it make anything, can you make anything else besides pom-poms and tassels? Like maybe bows? Would that be possible?
Yes, I'm going to show you how to make a bow soon. Yep, you can definitely make a bow with it too. And when I first tried it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so easy, because sometimes some people struggle making a bow, you know. And so depending on, I'll show you that. I'm just putting the papers that we need for this next card. Oh, we need the little snowy one. And it makes a banner too. Oh, so for this snowy design over here, I used this and just trimmed off the trees. So this tag right here and this little banner part, I just trimmed off the trees. So let's do that. First, let's trim off this border right here. Instead of this little design here, we could do a bow, and I can show you how to do the bow instead of this normal one. That would be cute with a bow as well. Okay, so this is just another regular A2 card. So we are just going to cut to 5.5. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. My mistake. Hold on. The design is actually this snowflake. So let me do that again. Okay, here we go. Snowflake. 5.5. And then 5.5 by 11. Wait, nope. We have by 8.5 because we are scoring at 4.25. Sorry about that. I'm going to score at 4.25. So this time it's a vertical card. So it's going to flip over this way like this. Okay. Really easy, just normal card. But the thing is that if you're using a cardstock that has double-sided paper, like a double-sided color, it's okay to not add this plaid layer right here like I did, but because we are using a plain paper on the inside, I wanted like a fun background to show through. So I cut a small sheet of like a lining, which is just 4.25 by 5.5. So let's do that. 4.25 by 5.5. And I'm just going to have that and adhere it onto the inside so that we can, the pattern will show through. I'm adhering this paper already so that it's easier to remember which side we want to cut off. So we are just going to do a tag right here. We're going to use this tool again, and we want to cut this at an angle. So I'm just lining it up. You know, there's really like no right or wrong way, like how you want. Whoa. Okay, sorry. There's no right or wrong way how to cut this. It just depends how wide you want your pocket to be. So I am cutting off, let's say, hold on, I will let you know in a little bit. Hold on, let's see. Cut off about 4-inch wide like this. So this is how you make the pocket. See that? You just cut that piece off. And then we are going to adhere this right here. And then you fold that over and there's your pocket already. Super quick and easy. And the inside part of this tag right here, left a scrap sheet. Okay. So this tag, we are just making a 3-inch tag. So all you have to do is line it up at 3 inches. So the mark on the all-in-one tool, the max size that's on here is 3 inches, but you can definitely make it, you know, wider if you wanted to. So this is too tall. We're just going to cut this at, let's say, 5 inches. Put that over. You're going to take this is 3 inches, and you're going to line it up right here, 3 inch by 3 inch, and you're going to center it. And that's where you have, that's how you know that it's centered. It's in between the 3-inch marks, and then you're just going to punch, and then there's the center of your tag. Now to make your tag, again, we're going to take this and we're going to line it up at the little tag notch right there. And I want to cut off 1/2. So Oopsies. Let's say, no, 1 3/4 inch mark right there. Okay. So when you flip it over, line up this top part at the 1 3/4 inch line again. So the line goes all the way through so you can see. When you flip it over, ta-da, perfect tags. Isn't it so easy? Oh my goodness. And then this goes right in here. This From Me to You is actually from this sheet in this pack as well. Hold on 1 second, let me see. There's some cute tag here, this part right here. Look at this. So I used From Me to You, but there's also Just for You or Do Not Open Till Christmas. So we're going to use this From Me to You design. You can make so many cards from this pack because it comes with all of these cute printed designs. Trim that. This From Me to You. I like this Do Not Open Till Christmas one too. All right, so we have our little piece here. And then the snowflakes are from the embellishment pack. Let's pull that really quick. So we're using 1 white and the gold one. There's a joy design, and then there's also this pretty gold foil. And we're just gonna center that. I used a pop dot to pop that out. Let's adhere that together. Does anyone have any questions at all?
Not so far. You're doing
Okay.
great.
I'm just cutting a small little pop dot, and I'm going to pop the center of this gold foil right there. All right, so you can't really tell, but I have like a thin border at the front over here. Just used this little edge from here. So let's see, what size is this? This is 1 inch. So let's do like 1 1/4 inch. All right. So I'm just adhering this down right here. And then adhering this. You can pop this up too if you wanted to. Did I? Oh, I did pop it up. I like giving it a little pop because it gives it dimension. It gives the cards dimension a little bit. And it's really nice that they actually include this in the kit. A lot of times before, the adhesive is not included. So that's really nice that they do that. And then I'm just going to adhere that right in the center here. And then the snowflake needs a pop up as well. And then so you could leave it the way it is, like that. But for this one, I actually trimmed off the snowflake to kind of line up with the edge. So it's up to you how you want it, but here's the difference when it's trimmed off. Let's put the little pocket in there versus when it's not. So you know what, I'm gonna leave it so that we have an example of one without cutting off and then one with it cut off. So now I have this little tie here, but we can make a bow just so I can show you how fun it is to make a bow with this little tool. When I first did it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so easy, because you know, tiny little bows are not that easy to make. So all you do is you need your two dowel things again. This time I'm stacking them together because it was easier for me to use them long than short. And then depending on where you put it and how thick your ribbon is will determine the size of your bow. So it kind of takes a little bit of playing around when you first do it. I want a teeny tiny bow for my tag, so I'm just gonna put it like I'm gonna put it like that. Okay. Now you are going to take I'm kind of just eyeballing. It's better to cut longer than shorter, so I'm going to cut longer. And then all you do is you're gonna see here. Gonna take that and wrap it around. You're gonna cross it over. Okay, you're gonna take this loop and put it through the whole thing. Like this. Okay, and then you're gonna pull pretty tight, and then you're gonna tie another knot. Something to keep in mind is how you pull your ribbon out, like for example, like this, is where your tails will stay. So keep that in mind when you pull it tighter together. We want the tails to stay like that. Okay, and when you pull it out, ta-da! Look at your ribbon. You can just like fix it up if you wanted to. So this is the back side of this is not glittery, and then the front side is glittery. So depending on if you have a double-sided ribbon, it's a lot easier to use. But how quick was that? Isn't that so fun? And it's like the perfect little bow. I don't know. I have such a hard time making bows. So I'm just gonna trim this and trim this. And I'm gonna use a glue dot actually. Hold on one second. Let me pull a glue dot. Here the bow onto the tag. So we're just gonna take that. We're gonna stick it right on there. And if you wanted to, you can also like stick, the tails down as well. But yeah, well, there you go. There's that bow. Isn't that so cute? So there's a difference. Bow and then the little tag thingy. All right.
So Ivy, we have a request. Could we see, Gary is asking, can we see inside of the card again when you're finished or when it's finished?
Inside the other card, which card? This card?
Oh, we just this one.
Oh, so I adhered it on here, but basically it's just on A2 card. And then we just cut this piece right here, and then the tag just slips into this. So if you have a double-sided sheet of paper, you don't need to make this inner layer. I just did an inner layer because my the back side of this is white, and I wanted a pattern. So yeah, does that help? Sorry.
Yes, Gary says yes, that answered the question. Thank you.
Yeah, so it doesn't really open. It's more of a little pocket, but it's cute. Like if you were going to give tea or something, like with a mug, like you can keep even hot chocolate inside would fit, a gift card. So Yeah. There is our other card. Okay, and then our last card is, oh, you know what? I'm actually going to show you guys because we're running out of time here. I'm going to show you how to make an envelope because we need an envelope for the cute cards we just made, right? So let's do that. First, put away our tools because we do not want to lose them. Love how everything has a home and all of the pieces, so then we can't lose the pieces. Okay, so the envelope, super easy. This guide determines, or will not determines, it will tell you, okay, my card is an A2, but it's a little chunky because we have the tassels and the ribbon, right? So we kind of want to make a different size. So I am actually going to use this 4.5 by 6 measurement instead of the regular A2 size envelope. And I'm using vellum, this vellum paper. And this vellum paper is also from Michael's Recollections line. There's 40 sheets in a pack, and it's really nice vellum paper right here. I like the vellum because you can see the pattern underneath, and it kind of gives it a design. I'll show you when we're done. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is cut our sheet of paper. So this tells you you need 8.25 by 8.25. That's what we're gonna do. Cut our sheet of paper to 8.25. And then we just need to trim this a little bit, 8.25. Okie dokie. And trim that part right there. So now we have a square sheet, right? We're gonna line up this arrow right here. It says envelope, and it's gonna line up with this arrow right here that also says envelope. So we're just gonna line that up like that. Okay. Now, on the guide, so this tells you, okay, this is your card size, this is your paper size, and this is the alignment guide. So the card size is what you're picking, like, oh, what size do I want or what size is my card and what size is the envelope, okay? So now, once you have that, you have the alignment guide, which tells you you have to line it up at 3 5/8. So what you do then is you come here and you're gonna go 3 5/8. You're gonna put your paper up at 5/8. And then, sorry, let me pull this really quickly. This is where sometimes this little tool is helpful if you wanted to make sure that it stays in place when you're scoring. So you can just take your little magnet thingy like right here and it'll help you keep it in place. So 3 5/8. And now you're going to score at 2 inches. So you're going to follow this 2-inch mark right here. You're going to score that.
So Ivy, while you do that, Linda loves bookmark suggestion for the tag. Do you have any other smart ideas or suggestions that you can do with that?
For the tags?
Yeah, for the tags.
You could actually make a tag shape like what we did here. You can make a tag shape and make a slit just like how we made here. Like basically put this card idea and this card idea together. So then your tag has a pocket that could pull something out of as well. And you can make it just, one-sided. Like it doesn't have to be two-sided if you're just making like a gift tag or something. So this is kind of like a gift tag card, which, you don't have to do one where it opens up. And
okay,
then,
that works.
yeah. Okay, so then we line that up. Now you're gonna flip your paper 90 degrees, and this is where it kind of gets tricky. It's hard to, I realize that it's hard to see the score mark on camera, but our score mark is right here. And there's a little notch right here. It says score guide. So we are lining up our score mark on this score guide. And then we're gonna score again at 2 inches. And we're going to do this again for all 4 sides. So all 4 sides now will line up at the score guide. So this tool is really important because it has all of the measurement guides already, which makes it so easy. And then right here, flip that around. 2-inch mark. So when you purchase this tool, it actually comes with like a booklet, and it has a direction, step-by-step directions on how you can use all of the things that we just talked about. So don't be overwhelmed like, oh, I might forget, you know, how I use something. So the booklet that comes with a toolkit comes with all of that. And then we're just going to put that back and put a little magnet back. And now we have this. Now this part right here, the envelope, let me see. Okay, let's show this to you guys. There we go. So this is the envelope punch, and you can see there's like a little tiny little thingy that's sticking out here. So this is kind of the guide, where if you're going to put your envelope in there, that's the guide that you're going to line up your score mark with. So you can see right there, it lines up with the score mark, and that's where you know that's where you're going to punch. So go ahead and punch that like that. Do it for all 4 sides.
So Ivy, how can you make sure that your score line is perfectly straight? Or the line, yeah.
Yeah. So this, hold on. I don't know if you can see, but listen. See how it has a bunch of grooves? A bunch of grooves with each one. So when you're scoring with this, like the scoring tool really goes into the divot and keeps you lined up. You know, unless your hand is really wobbly, like it's like here, look, this is me trying to come out of the line, and it's not coming off of the groove. So that kind of just shows you, like, even if your hand is wobbly or whatever, like it will not come off the groove if you have a, that's why when you start up here, it kind of shows you right up here. See that? Like this is where you can start your score, like how each of these have a little line, and it keeps you lined up.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. And then almost done here. There we go. So now it has all of the little divot thingies, and then we're just gonna fold that. Oh, another thing too, if you want a more finished envelope, before I do that, we can round the edges of the envelope as well to give it a more finished look. So just your envelope and use the corner rounder punch. Like this. Oops. There you go. The vellum is really easy to cut with the punches. Okay, just folding the cards over for the creases. these. There we go. And I'm just adhering adhesive right here. And folding this up. There's a card, and then let's put a card in there. Oh, the one that we did is not dry yet. Hold on. Let's do this one. So even if you have a little bit of a chunky card, put it in there. It's an A2, but it's not too bad where it doesn't look where it looks extra big, you know, but look, then with the vellum, it shows the pattern. So if you have like a cute mailing label, you can put a label here and it kind of gives you a sneak peek of the card that's inside. So I love using vellum paper for envelopes for this reason, especially if I'm like hand making with pattern paper. So,
Ivy,
yeah.
we do have a question about the envelopes. Do you have any idea if these can be used in the mail?
Yes, 1000%. Yes, you can use these in the mail. I'm gonna switch my camera around. And I'm gonna bring the cards that we did right here. But yeah, definitely you can use a vellum envelope in the mail. Any other questions at all?
No, it looks like that is it, unless anybody has any last minute questions. No, everybody's just saying that they love the class, learned so many great tips from you, and thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much for attending today's class, and I'm so glad that you enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to message me. I'll definitely be happy to answer any questions you guys have even afterwards, after the class.
Perfect. Looks like no last minute questions. So thank you so much, Ivy, for being here. Thank you everyone for joining us, and see you next class. Have a great Sunday.
Bye, see ya.
Bye.